Good morning. I'm Jen Haston, and this is Haston Helping Hands. On this week's episode, I'm going to talk to you about why rest is so important. Don't think you can really go very far on the internet right now without a lot of people talking about self-care and how you do that and what you do for it. And I just want to break it down to something simple. If you take a minute and you just listen in the silence, and the first thing that you hear is, I'm really tired, you probably aren't resting enough. You probably aren't taking enough time for yourself. And I know the thing that you're going to ask me is like, where am I supposed to find the time? It's a busy holiday season. Kids are in school, blah, blah, blah. I totally feel you. The thing that I have noticed is that if I make it a habit to do self-care, it goes a little better for me. If I try to just fit it in somewhere, it doesn't really happen. And I find myself very stressed. I find myself very aggravated and short of temper. And one of the things that I do as part of my rest is I use this nail color, which is right there. It's available on Color Street. And it has been something that I've adopted since the pandemic because I couldn't go to get my manicure or pedicure like I normally do. I will probably return to do pedicures because the toes are just very difficult, and that's definitely not my idea of self-care. But there's something so soothing about putting the nails on that I really enjoy. And they have a variety of colors and all kinds of stuff. I'm not here to sell you that. The biggest thing though is making sure that I have plenty on hand so I can trade them out, or I can decide that, I'm done with this color, I want something different. It gives me a lot of joy. And another thing about rest is that it can be different for different people. Like some people, they like to watch TV and sit and just really enjoy a television show. And for me, that's a little bit something I like to do, but not as much as what I like doing, which is going to the movie theater and watching a movie by myself. Oh my gosh, the hush of the theater, the taste of the popcorn, the screen crackling to life right in front of you, big as anything. It's my favorite form of self-care. And I did that this past weekend for the first time in 2 years. It was amazing. And I think the reason it was so amazing is not because the movie was so great, but it was the fact that I was by myself enjoying a pleasure. I think that it's different for everybody, but ask yourself, when was the last time that you truly rested? Like some people it's going to brunch. Some people it's, reading a book. And whether that's a podcast that you're listening to or a book that you're reading, that's completely your call. But I have found that if I do not plan my self-care, it never happens. So today's message is about rest and how vital it is. And it becomes even more important as today is December 1st and Christmas is 24 days away. If you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, we're in the season of that as well. It's really important that you take time out and rest. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to find that time. I know it's hard to book it on your calendar. I know that it's one of those things where you're just like, I'm too busy. I'll rest soon. It's like, well, no, you actually won't because you haven't planned it. And the next season's going to be even busier as we head into the new year. So I say, make a plan, put it on your calendar that on this Thursday, you're going to find an hour to do something for you, whether it's drink a special beverage, like go to a coffee shop that you like and get a beverage. Or if it's, I'm going to go get a manicure. I'm going to go do something for me that's just for me. And I'm not going to ask anybody else's permission. I'm just going to go do this thing for me because I'm looking forward to it. There's actually science behind the fact that once you make that plan, it automatically makes you feel better. It automatically gives you that neural pathway of I'm excited about something. So in the act of saying, I'm going to go do this thing, you will feel better. The rest will start to take place. It's very important though to follow up and actually go rest because you really need it. We all do. And it's very easy to forget that we need that. there is no reminder, like actually doing it, for how easy it is to get caught up in all the things that we do and not actually rest. I don't have to tell you, because you're in it with me, that it's hard right now. It's still hard. We're coming out of the pandemic. Hopefully people are vaccinated. Sometimes they're not. Everybody's still wearing masks because we're still being careful. And at the same time, we have a little bit more freedom to move about. So I think the biggest thing to keep in mind is that give a little kindness, but especially to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my message. Folks, I appreciate you watching. Make sure that you share, like, and subscribe. I do a message once a week of motivation, inspiration, and frustration. Thank you so much. Have a great day.